Hello Booktube. I wasn't planning on making a video this soon, but I saw this video on YouTube and, well, frankly, I couldn't not make a response because it is the biggest pile of ridiculous cancel culture, perpetually offended wank I think I've heard in a long time. It was put out on the 29th of March, and it is basically a somewhat prominent booktuber deciding who she wants everyone to cancel, and for no real reason. Naturally, I thought, I'm gonna look into this, because I've got a sneaking suspicion that this is a load of old bollocks. And guess what? It largely is. It's a load of old bollocks. So I'm going to show you her video, and we can look over it and see exactly what these horrible, evil fucking authors have been doing that means we should never read their work ever again. Let's have a look, shall we?
Hi friends, welcome to Beautifully Bookish Bethany. In today's video, I thought we could talk a little bit about books that I have chosen to unhaul or remove from my wish list because of bad author behavior. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you might know I don't usually film my unhauls. I do unhaul books pretty regularly, but it's not something I typically draw a lot of attention to. I also do believe and talk about the fact that reading is a political action. It matters the authors that you choose to support. And while everybody has different lines that they will and won't tolerate in terms of author behavior, I really think people have to make their own choices about it. I thought I might talk a little bit about some of my lines that might make me decide not to read a book by an author, not to buy a book by an author.
I forgot that Booktube decided to elect you their fucking mother. So this bad behaviour, let's see what it is. Did someone kill someone? Has someone been convicted as, you know, a terrorist or a rapist or something? Has someone done something really fucking horrific? Hell, has someone done something not horrific but that would actually compromise their work, like being proven to be a huge plagiarist who stole their story from some up-and-coming author you've never heard of? That'd be a reasonable reason not to support their work. Let's see, shall we?
This video in particular was prompted by something that happened very recently. Interestingly enough, it was the day after I filmed my book haul for this book that we're about to talk about. I hauled it, this thing happened, and I was like, well, now I'm not going to read it or promote it on my channel, so I'm unhauling it, I guess. That's unfortunate. And that book is Gardens of the Moon by Erikson.
What a fucking shock. This is the latest nothing drama on Booktube. Apparently Erikson is now shit and everyone should fucking hate him. Why is he shit? Because he dared to make a post on the internet. Because apparently it is okay for an author to write a book, publish a book, and then for you as a booktuber or a regular person to make a video about that book, or make a blog post about that book, or a comment, or a Goodreads review, or anything you like. You can tear it apart, you can take his life's fucking work, and you can rip it to pieces. And you know what? Good, because I fully intend to do the same thing. That is what I'm gonna do when I review books. I'm gonna take someone's life work, and I'm gonna be brutal with it. I'm gonna tear it apart as I pick at every little flaw. And can I do better? Can I? Bollocks. I haven't published a single thing in my life. Well, that's actually not true, but that's not a point. I haven't published anything that's actually worthwhile. So, where do I have that right? I have that right because everyone has that right. And you know what? If I put a video up, someone has the right to, in the comments, say it's a shit video. And that includes the author of the fucking book I'm criticising. Because just because they are more popular than you doesn't mean that they lose their right to free speech. All Erikson did was comment on a video criticising his book, and he wasn't even commenting on the video, he was actually commenting on an argument in the comment section of that video. I would play her breakdown, but she gets it so incredibly fucking wrong that I'm not gonna I'm not gonna subject you to that shit, because it's insulting. It's insulting to you, it's insulting to me, it's insulting to Stephen Erikson, it's insulting to our own fucking audience. Right? You can go and read the comments, you can read exactly what he said and why he said it, and you can see that she characterises it completely wrong. And if you don't believe me, go and watch her video and then go and read the comments, because I'm not going to bother to put all of this in my content. I'm putting as little of her face in my video as physically possible. And you know what? I fully expect that she's going to have a hissy fit that I've made a response to her and used her face in my video. Well, this is criticism and review. It is perfectly reasonable under fair use. There's nothing you can fucking do about it. So go ahead, cry, moan, send your fans over. You have 10,000, almost 11,000 subscribers. You get over 9,000 views on your videos on average. Yeah, in fact, some of your videos get more views than you have subscribers. I have about 1,000 subscribers. Most of those are either the 300 and so subscribers I started with before I moved to Booktube that were there for years, that half of them probably don't even watch YouTube anymore, and about 400 subscribers that all subscribed because of one video that went semi-viral-ish about a video game topic that don't watch my Booktube videos, and a few dozen people from Discord. So basically, my subscriber count is heavily inflated. So, your viewership is easily 20 times mine. Are you allowed to argue that I'm criticising you? Am I small fry and you the person with the power? Is that how it works? If I see a comment from you in my comment section, am I allowed to cry oppression? Because I fucking will.
Stephen Erikson reposted that video along with an essay, of which I have clips here. So this essay, talking about how hurt and disappointed he was by the response to this character on his public author page with 15,000 followers, trashing a booktuber who gave very mild criticism. If that is not a misuse of power, I don't know what is.
Yeah, you don't know what an abuse of power is. You're quite right about that. You don't know what an abuse of power is. You're a fucking moron.
The other thing that I realized was still on my TBR shelf that I hadn't read yet and now no longer intend to, because I'm not going to talk about this author on my platform, is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which I hadn't heard great things about anyway. But J.K. Rowling has said some pretty horrible things about trans and non-binary folks, and I kind of want nothing to do with it, so I'm unhauling that.
Is anyone surprised that this bitch is basically cancelling J.K. Rowling? Anyone at all surprised? I mean, I was waiting for this one to go up. Basically, this was an excuse for her to talk about J.K. Rowling. Because what she wants to say is, I'm never going to talk about J.K. Rowling ever again. But, oh shit, J.K. Rowling is one of the most popular authors in the world. And if I can make a video with her in the tags, I'll get a shitload of views, because she'll be searched for in the search algorithms. Maybe if I make a video about how I'm never making videos about J.K. Rowling, that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be a good excuse for me to make a video about her. That's all this is. This is pandering to the algorithm. It's pathetic and we know what you're doing. Apparently J.K. Rowling said disgusting things about trans people. She didn't. She didn't say disgusting things about anyone. I've made an entire video about cancel culture where I went into depth about what J.K. Rowling did and didn't say, which I'll link in the description below, because I'm getting fucking sick of this. But that's okay. It's okay. By the way, I'm going to link below Stephen Erikson and J.K. Rowling, and the other books that she's going to mention in a bit. I'm going to link all of them below, because I fully intend to buy fucking all of them just to piss her off.
Speaking of other authors who have harmfully misused the power of their platform, I've been unhauling most of my books from J. Kristoff. I think I'm keeping one of them, but I'm unhauling this one, and I've unhauled the books that were still on my TBR and other places. Again, I don't fault you if you like his books. I have enjoyed a lot of his books. However, some of his behavior has definitely put a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm not sure I'm going to read more books from him, especially since we haven't really gotten an apology.
So, what did this stupid bitch want an apology from J. Kristoff for? She wanted an apology because he called on Twitter some of the stuff that people post on the internet worthless noise. That's it. That's all he did. The exact tweet is, "The internet is full of folk who create nothing but worthless noise. Your work is extraordinary, my friend." Replying to Charlie Bowater. The original tweet was deleted by the author, so I don't know what the original tweet was, but apparently it was a tweet criticising a video where someone has said some critique of J. Kristoff's book. So, J. Kristoff agreed with the person who disagreed with the person criticising J. Kristoff. What a fucking shock. Apparently that was evil. Apparently J. Kristoff is not allowed to like someone defending his work. It doesn't matter that apparently the criticism was largely complimentary of J. Kristoff's work and just had a bit of criticism somewhere in it. And that was the bit that the original person was responding to, and the bit that J. Kristoff then responded to in kind. It doesn't matter that the review was largely positive. He thought it was worthless noise. If I wrote a book and you were really, really complimentary about it, but you did it in the standard booktuber YA way, where you just said you really liked it and it was great and it was loads of fun and isn't the cover really pretty, and then you said, but I don't like this character who's a bit flat. Well, yeah, most of the things you said are positive, but they are indeed worthless fucking noise. So, who knows? Who knows what was actually being said? I'm not going to research any further. I can't be fucking arsed. What I am going to say is, it's one fucking tweet, get over it. No, J. Kristoff doesn't owe you an apology. He doesn't give a shit what you think. You know what? I don't even like J. Kristoff's writing. I read Nevernight. It was shit. I thought it was the most pretentious, overblown crap, filled with unrealistic, over-the-top sex scenes, needless violence, and a glorification of suicide that I found genuinely unpleasant. I thought J. Kristoff's writing was absolute shite. I'm going to give him another chance now, just because you want to fucking cancel him. So I'm going to find another one of his books, and I'm going to give it another read. Just because maybe his other books are fine. Sound good to you?
I've unhauled this book that I read and quite liked because it turns out that the author had been sexually harassing and gaslighting women at science fiction and fantasy and fan conventions, especially Black women and queer women and women of color, which I have no patience for. I unhauled this book because it turned out that the author had been sexually harassing women at science fiction and fantasy book conventions and fan conventions, which again, I have no patience for. I removed from my want to read list this book by Sam Sykes, who is the son of Diana Gabaldon, who has sexually harassed women at conventions and possibly more. Are we seeing a theme? I removed from my want to read list the Series of Unfortunate Events books by Lemony Snicket because at professional publishing events, he has a history of sexually harassing women.
See now, this is the bit that makes me really fucking angry, and this is the reason I have been so harsh in tone for the entirety of this video. This is the reason I call this hateful fucking bitch a hateful fucking bitch, and why I don't give a fuck if anyone in this comment section thinks I'm bullying or being mean. I really don't give a fuck, because this bitch is plain evil. What she's doing is going out of her way to accuse multiple men of sexual harassment. Paul Krueger, Myke Cole, Sam Sykes, Daniel Handler, aka Lemony Snicket. All four of them she's accused of sexual harassment. I've looked up all of these. I want to know exactly what happened. Every single one of them has done fuck all wrong. Every single one of them didn't do a damn thing. Do you know what they've done that she thinks is sexual harassment? They spoke to women. They asked them for a drink. One of them complimented one of them in a lift. They lightly flirted. Daniel Handler apparently told a joke with the word virgin in it. And said the word orgy in some context at a convention. I don't even know the context. They didn't explain the context in the multiple howling, offence-filled blog posts where they acted extremely angry and upset at these people for daring to harass women. What this is pandering misandry. It's misandry. It's man-hate, feminist fucking bullshit. And I'm not going to stand for it. In fact, not only am I not going to stand for it, I am now actively ordering every fucking book she's mentioned here, and I'm going to feature them on this channel. They are going to be focused reviews. I am going to read them, I'm going to review them, I may rip them apart. They may be utterly fucking shit. But they're going to get a focus now. I'm going to advertise the fuck out of these, because fuck you and your stupid man-hating feminism. That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm sick of this cancel culture. I'm sick of this. We're gonna refuse to talk about these authors because they said one fucking thing on Twitter. They used one word in a convention hall, out of context, only slightly in earshot that we didn't fucking like. I am sick of hearing this bullshit, and I'm not gonna put up with it any longer. Every single author you try and cancel, I'm gonna promote. Every single one. That's what's gonna happen now. Let's see what else she's got to say for herself.
So, yeah, there you go. Those are some books that I am not reading and have unhauled from my shelves.
Nothing. Fucking nothing. That's what she's got to say for herself. You know what? I hate her shit-eating fucking grin. That's what I hate. If this is what Booktube represents, I don't want to be associated with it. Fuck Booktube. I want my own community. I want a community of people who actually read books because they want to read the fucking book, not because they want to harass and pick at authors because they dare to say one fucking word you don't like. Because what she's doing is harassment. What she's doing is bullying. What she's doing is also fucking illegal. How's this for a reality check for you? Right? For beautifully bookish Bethany. How's this for your reality check, Bethany? What you're doing, what you're actually doing right now in this video is slander. It's illegal. I just thought you should know this. Every single one of the people you're talking about right now, they could sue you into the fucking ground. What you're doing is accusing innocent people of a crime. Cancel culture is going too far. Fucking stop it.